back again. I'm here with Kathy. We're going to show you the final variation of cow face pose, and that's adding in arm work. So many of times, cow face pose is such an intense hip release that even just thinking about anything else that has to do with twisting or binding or folding the arms is just way too much to handle. But if you've done the work and you've gotten into the space of the hips and you're ready to take it to that next step, adding in a little bit of arm work into cow face can create a fun, dynamic posture, just kind of taking it to that next level. So I'm going to offer Kathy a strap. And whichever is your top leg, and today Kathy's top leg is her right leg, you're going to hold the strap with that hand and extend it all the way up to the sky. Now once you've done that, you can see the strap is hanging behind Kathy's back. I really want to encourage you to externally rotate the arm. So if I actually take the strap just for a moment from Kathy and bring her arm down in front, an external rotation is the arm rolling out away from the body, not in towards the body. And this often happens when people have really tight shoulders or deltoids or really bulky upper body muscles. The arm wants to roll in and the elbow goes wide like a wing. We want to keep the elbow tight to the body and really focus in on the tricep and the underarm and those lat attachments. So arm is going to come up towards the sky. It has that great external rotation, and I, as her teacher, could even help her with that rotation by grabbing just below the bicep attachment and rolling the arm out. This can also eliminate any pinching in the top of the shoulder that they may feel. So taking them out and kind of assisting that rotation can make all the difference. I'm going to offer Kathy the strap, and then on the exhalation, bending the top arm, touch the back of the head or the back of the neck. As she does that, we're trying to open up the tricep so it faces forward, not out to the side. This is step one in adding in those arms. Step two is going to be taking the back arm behind and sliding it up the back, but making sure that that front shoulder is not dumped forward. So we often forget that there's a stretch on the bottom shoulder as well, and the shoulder blade is diving into the spine without flaring the rib cage or twisting the upper body. So in order to truly get that pec stretch, you have to remain stable in the rib cage and really think about sliding that shoulder blade in and down, which sometimes, in my opinion, the bottom shoulder almost gets a deeper stretch than the top arm because there's so much deep work going on here. So now, as you come into that stretch, you're going to start to walk the hands closer and closer together. The goal is to not touch the arms. The goal is to stay as upright as you can and really create space, reaching through the top elbow as the arm rotates out. It's going to feel like the tricep is rolling in and that bottom shoulder rolls open. So once you have the arms grabbed whole, if Kathy feels comfortable enough, I'm going to have her actually turn to the side and actually face backwards. If you need to come out, you can kind of come back in. You don't have to sit in cow face. But you don't have to make your students do that. But once you're in that arm setup, okay, it's a little bit of a tug of war. So as she's walked her hands as close as she can, and this is perfect, this is great, that bottom arm is kind of at her mid-back. That bottom arm is almost going to create a little bit of pressure against the torso without flaring the ribs, which is going to offer her the capacity to roll the shoulder open even more. But you need the front core strength in order to press that bottom fist and create more space in the shoulder. And then finally, just giving a little tug down with the bottom arm is going to enhance the stretch on the top arm. Finally, she could actually use her head and gently press her head against the top arm to create even more of an upright stretch and focus. Now, don't be mistaken. This is a really intense posture to hold, especially because most of the time our body is hunched and collapsed forward between driving, between texting, between reading a book, eating dinner, sitting on the couch. I mean, you name it, so much of what we do takes our body forward when it becomes this natural posture, and in fact, it's not a natural position. So a great addition you could do with your cow face or separate from cow face. In my opinion, or my suggestion, I would do each of these pieces separately and then bring them together at the end in full cow face for a full experience in the body, in the pose. Great job.